So I have some words of advice for U.S. military service members, military personnel. And this is coming from someone that's been on, let's just say, both sides of the equation, both on active duty and in the Guard and Reserves. I'm going to tell you right now, if you think that getting online, going live, or posting videos on the interwebs, on the TikToks or the Instagrams or whatever, dressed the way I am right now, in other words, if you think that taking off your name tape, taking off your rank is going to somehow protect you, save you from getting in some kind of trouble if you do or say something that you shouldn't, you are dead wrong. I mean, first of all, you're not in uniform. They're going to get you for being out of uniform as a baseline. Then they're going to say that, why weren't you in uniform? Why were you not in your full uniform? You're going to go, and it'll come out that you were trying to avoid these other things. So premeditation, not good, okay? So what I'm getting at is, for those of you out there that are familiar with old school professional wrestling, the famous wrestling promoter / manager Jim Cornette had some great advice once to tell people what to do to stay out of trouble and not go to jail and so on and so forth. His advice is as follows: don't do goofy, stupid shit, and don't hang out with people that do goofy, stupid shit. Because here's the thing, like with so many other things in life, it's not what you know, it's who you know, okay? With that being said, you don't know who's watching your videos, who's seeing your content, and you don't know who they know. They very well might be somebody way more important than you or higher ranking than you, and you're going to get in trouble. They're going to know who to tell, and as they say, shit rolls downhill. You're going to get it. It's not going to be a good day. You just look like a freaking idiot if you think that doing this is somehow a good idea and it's going to like obscure your identity in some way, when all somebody has to do is tap the little arrow thing, go back and see the rest of your profile. You've got like 15 other posts where you're in full uniform and your name tapes are visible and people can see your rank. You might even be in your dress uniform so we can see all your ribbons and see what kind of a war hero you are. It's not worth it. You're going to say something at some point that's going to rub someone the wrong way. They're going to say that it's conduct unbecoming, or that you're doing something that's detrimental to good order and discipline. And you're going to get smashed. It's not worth it. So think before you get onto the interwebs and say these things. And again, particularly people that want to go online and just say, you know what? It's nice that uniform and grooming regulations have relaxed, if you will, in the last few years. But that's no excuse for, particularly some of you females that like to put crazy earrings on. It's like, I'm going to be at CQ all night and I'm just going to go live the whole time. And that's how I am performing my duties in a, astute, observant military fashion. And people are going to ask you, well, what's your this? What's your that? Where are you? And you might say, I'm not telling you. I'm not there. When there will be things in the background around you that will give it away. Or again, there will be things elsewhere in your profile that will give it away. And, people can take screenshots. People can take a picture of their phone with another camera. You're not going to hide this stuff. So be careful what you say, okay? Especially you active duty people. You have to remember that you're in a constitution-free zone. That's the environment that you live and operate in. Remember that DoD Directive 1344.10 is not your friend. The Hatch Act is not your friend, okay? They're going to get you. It's going to be terrible. And again, this idea that you have free speech, if you're suiting up for Uncle Sam, you really don't, especially while you're in the uniform. And, this is generally, as they say, junior enlisted people. Every once in a while, you'll see some officers on the interwebs, and they're conducting themselves appropriately. Same thing for warrant officers. But you know what? They are definitely well aware and very cognizant of the fact that Article 88 is a thing. It might be inherently, explicitly discriminatory and unconstitutional, but guess what? It's still on the books. It still fall under it. So keep that in mind. Again, don't do goofy, stupid shit. Don't hang out with people that do goofy, stupid shit. And if you are doing these videos from inside any type of tactical military vehicle, my goodness, definitely be aware of anything that might be around you. Any equipment, any radios, anything with a screen. You don't want people to hit you with OPSEC violations. Your problems will just compound. It just gets worse. So you're going to have a bad day. It's going to hit you in the pocketbook. It's going to hit you where it hurts. This isn't really a case of, as they say, do what your rank can afford, because you can't afford it. Trust me, you can't. It's not worth it. Get out of the military, then spill the beans. Say what you want. Here's the other thing. You don't know how long you're going to be in. You don't know what your condition is when you're going to get out. If you have gripes and complaints and your mental health is suffering and you want to share your pain and share your story, don't tell the internet. Don't tell TikTok. Don't tell Instagram. Go see a therapist. Go see a trained mental health professional. Go see the people that have been trained for this. Go get your issues documented. Get that VA claim down the line. Don't get demoted and get money taken out of your pocket and put on restriction and get extra duty because you said some goofy, stupid shit online. Tell it to your therapist. Get that documented. Start that paper trail instead of letting your chain of command start a whole different kind of paper trail on you, because they love to do that. And, they like to say that you've done this, that, and the other so many times, and they'll hit you with pattern of misconduct. Been there, done that, seen it happen from both sides of the equation, folks. All right, forewarned is forearmed. Think about it. America first, end all foreign aid, USS Liberty.